What's up, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day today, and I hope you're not letting anybody steal your joy. Welcome to Maryam's Joyful Life. Today is a beautiful day. This is a podcast that I'm recording for you guys. It's going to go on YouTube. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that I have been pondering on, meditated on. And for me, I'm so fascinated with how this planet works and everything that I've become so awakened to. It just gives me so much joy and excitement. At the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, Maryam, when did you become this person? But it's exciting to me. And I know that there are some of you listening who are also like interested in the things that I've been talking about, and you're kind of like, wow, and it's getting you guys to think about truly what life is about and what this planet is about and everything. And our purpose here is to find our way back to our Creator, which is the light, is to spread love. Love is the sole purpose of our being here on the planet. Love, to learn to love ourselves, to learn to love others, to know that we are all one and there is no separation. That's our purpose here. And, being in a world where duality exists, where there is good and there is bad, it gets us all confused. And being in a world that is predominantly negative gets majority of people confused as to what their purpose is, and people kind of accept something that is not truly their true nature, like sickness, disease, confusion, frustration, all these negative emotions. People tend to accept them to think that they are normal, but these things are not normal to you. The reason why you get agitated, while you feel like something is going on with you, when you start feeling all those negative emotions, is because that's not your true nature. Because our true nature is love. Our true nature is peace, perfect harmony, bliss, joy, abundance. We're not meant to struggle from all these things that we struggle with. So I'm just sharing this with you guys because I love being positive. I've always loved being positive. And I've reflected on myself and my life and experience a lot. And I've noticed that majority of the people I've been around have been very negative. But for some reason, in spite of the time I've spent around negativity, I have never allowed it get into me. So to make me negative and start being negative towards people and stuff. There have been times when I tried it a little bit, but it was so tiring to me. I was like, this is not what I want. I don't like being negative. Regardless of the type of people I'm around, I cannot be negative because it takes so much to be negative. It just breaks you down. It's a disease. Being negative is a disease. And that's why I've always loved positivity. Like, I've been so consumed with positivity that even the obvious negativity that people noticed around me, I became so blinded to the negativity. Anyways, what am I trying to share with you guys today? I want you guys to know that your true nature is love. Your true nature is happiness and peace and everything good. Everything good. No wonder the Bible tells us, I think in the book of, is it Ephesians or Philippians 4:8, whatever is good, whatever is lovely, whatever is pure, if there is any reason or proof, think on these things. Now, I can't remember the exact way the scripture puts it, but the Bible encourages us to think positive. There's a reason why every teacher, every esoteric teacher, preacher, they always ask you to think positive. Do you know why? Because there is power in positive thinking. The majority of the world is drenched in negativity, and sickness, disease, all kinds of evil comes out of negative thinking. It does. So I want to encourage those of you listening to me right now. You may be going through situations or experiencing things in your life that just makes it normal for you to think negative, to feel like, okay, wow, I'm just a mess, and, good things can just happen to somebody like me, or maybe I deserve it. Nobody deserves negativity. Nobody deserves to be treated bad. Nobody deserves it, because your true nature is to be good and to enjoy life and to experience life in a good way, a favorable way. But we are in a world that has been drenched in negativity due to the fall of Adam. Okay? So Because of the duality that we live in, you have a lot of darkness going on in the world. And when you focus on the outward, on the things that are happening on the outside, you just feel like there is no hope for you. It does. It can feel very daunting, very like, okay, why? And you see a lot of people give up and they start committing suicide because they feel like there is no hope. But you know there is hope for every one of us. And one thing that I have learned recently, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm telling you, man, I don't know this Maryam. Who is Maryam right now? Who am I right now? You know, I've always been interested in God and spirituality and stuff. But the things that I've discovered about it all is like fascinating to me and so amazing, that mind blowing, that I'm still like delving deep and deep. I'm like, God, take me higher. I want to go higher. I want to know more and stuff like that. But one thing I've noticed is, do you know that there is something called consciousness and awareness? Okay, I want to explain this to you guys. There is a power. For those of you, I don't know how many of you listening to me or currently subscribe to the channel who have ever experienced feeling an energy coming through your head and just going through your body. Like it's a constant feel, like you have something, like there's something hovering over your head. It's like an energy pool right in the middle of your head, just flowing into you. Well, for me, when you're aligned with God, you feel his presence. They say your crown chakra opens up. But anyways, there's an energy that is flowing through us, pure energy. And this energy is for creation. And what happens is, whatever you are thinking in your mind, whatever your thought is, that energy helps you create it and brings it to you as your experience in the world. So, in essence, you become what you think about most of the time. And one other aspect of this that I want you guys to really, really become aware of is that majority of your thoughts, they are not yours. They are thoughts of your ancestors, thoughts of the environment you're in, thoughts of the people around you, thoughts of the collective negative consciousness of humanity around you. You see what I'm saying? They are not necessarily your thoughts. So you are recreating the negativity of the collective consciousness in your environment and your DNA and wherever you came from. But when we become aware that, for us to truly live life and enjoy life as life is, we have to think about the things that we want, not the things that happened to us 5 years ago, 10 years ago when we were kids, or 2 minutes ago. Because the more we think about the bad things that have been done to us, the negative things going on in the world, focusing on the physical results of what our lives have given us thus far, do you know what happens? You recreate the same events. So majority of people are living their lives in the past. They are stuck in the past. I did a video a few days ago, and I was talking about how right now I'm at a point where, because my brain waves have changed. So new cells have been created, new patterns have been created in my brain, where whenever I'm thinking about the past, it's like there's something pulling me back, obviously pulling me back. And it's like I'm moving backwards and I don't feel that alignment. Whenever I'm focused on the future, it's like there's something pulling me forward and I don't feel that alignment. You know what I mean? And that means I'm not truly living life. But the way to truly live life is to focus on the present. And how do you stay focused on the present? You make sure you breathe. Okay? Breathe and focus on your environment, whatever is going on currently. I'm not talking about the negativity. The news. I'm talking about whatever you are experiencing. If you're eating, focus on that food and eat. If you're spending time with your family, focus on that moment and spend that time. And if you must think about anything, it has to be what you want to think about. Think about positive things, good things that you want from your life. Not about how you messed up, not about somebody else messed you up or blah, blah, blah. Acknowledge that those things happened, but put them aside and put a picture of what you want. If you want people not to mess you up again, think about people not messing you up and seeing yourself not being messed up by people. So that's just to make it an easy way for you guys to understand, to break it down a little bit. But so I'm learning so much that it's just so fascinating to me to know that actually the The secret of should I call it secret? The reason why humanity suffers so much is the fact that we're so outward focused. When you are so attached to the physical world and material world, what happens is you become disconnected to the true essence of who you are. And it's because of this focus on what is happening on the outside that is the reason for the majority of the suffering of the vast of humanity. Y'all, I'm speaking some English tonight. Okay? So, the remedy or the solution for us as humans and people is to start meditating, sitting in the silence. Okay? Sit in the silence and try to focus. Just close your eyes and try to just focus. You could start by looking, like just pretend, just imagine a light, a bright light shining through, from the sky into your head, and then just imagine the white light just penetrating all through your body. Just focus on that. By mere doing that, you are actually clearing your space of every negativity, negative energy, negative thoughts, negative patterns. And then you set an intention when you sit down to do that and meditate. Just sit, look in the silence. You don't even need to utter anything. You could actually maybe, if you know some scriptures in the Bible that you can use, you use those. But you can also come up with your words. I clear my space of every negativity, every dark force, every negative energy, every thought that no longer serves me, every belief system, whatever it is no longer serves me, I clear it off now. I set the intention that I want to live my life peaceful, joyfully, abundantly. So I'm clearing it off now. I ask that all the angels will help me. When you begin to do that, you'll notice a difference. And of course, slow your breath and take in deep breaths. Okay? I've been emphasizing this because this is very important, y'all. I'm telling you. Anyways, I want to encourage you guys tonight to learn to meditate. There's a lot of channels on YouTube where you can learn how to meditate. A lot. Okay? But I just want you guys to know that there is truly power within you. And this life that we live is not physical. The Bible says that the weapon of our warfare are not carnal. They are mighty through God for the pulling down of strongholds, right? The weapon you have is spiritual. It's not carnal. It's not physical. And for you to truly know what your weapon is, you have to spend time in knowing who you truly are. And who you are is not this body and the experiences that you're having with this body. No. Do you know you create your world from within? We are actually creating our world from within, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I'm so excited. This is another level of knowledge that I've become so open to, that I'm super excited to keep exploring and keep praying and keep communicating with the angels, with God. I love it. I'm super excited. So I want you guys to know that no matter what is going on in your life currently, tune it out. Try to become deaf to that sound. Okay? Silence that voice, that chatter in your head. Silence it. Silence that chatter in your head. And how do you silence it? You have to sit in a quiet place in silence and try to be the observer of what is going on. There is a you within you, this shell that you think is you. There is a you within you. The real you is within, and the real you is watching everything that is going on. And for you to become attuned to that real you, that higher you, you have to let go of the desire to control stuff and people and things and everything and events. You have to let go and just say, Father, I step back and I allow you to take over. I let go. I release every attachment to the physical because I want to be connected to my higher self. When you begin to do that, you start seeing things that begin to happen in your life, y'all. And it's amazing. It's fascinating. It's very fascinating. And I want you guys to know that peace is your normal state of being. Joy, health, abundance. I don't want you to ever think that sickness is normal. Sickness is not normal. It's not supposed to be a part of you. Sickness is not real. What is real is health. What is real is peace, is joy, is love, is abundance. Everything else that you see that is on the negative spectrum, that's not real. That doesn't have any power. Okay? But the power that you give it. And the power you give it is in your thoughts. Whatever you think of most of the time is what you become and what you draw into your life. And I want you guys to remember that. For me, I have decided that I'm going to think about positive, powerful, amazing things and just focus on what I truly want. Okay. I used to be so focused because I really do care about people a lot. And I would think about people's sufferings, think about all kinds of things. And I didn't know that I was drawing some of those things into my life for focusing and meditating on those things until I became aware. I was like, oh my God, no, I'm praying that God takes it away, but I don't want to draw it into my life, But I started manifesting some of those things before I realized it, and thank God for how he woke me up, y'all. I'm so excited for how he woke me up. I'm just like, whoa, me? But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to make this video to encourage you tonight. Okay? Whatever may be going on, you can change it by going within. You can't change your life by trying to control existing circumstances from outside. You can only do that from going within. You have to go within. And how do you go within? Prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation. So let's learn to pray together. Let's learn to pray in the silence. Let's learn to go in the silence and meditate and trust that God will take care of everything, because he will. And you begin to affirm the things you want to see and speak those things that are not as though they are. You know what I mean? Speak those things that are not as though they are, and you begin to see them. Okay. I love you guys, and I thank you all for watching and for listening. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and tell everybody you know that I am here to share the light with everybody. Love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.